What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Wilder42K, and we are back with another sports documentary. Last week, we talked about the beginning of history of the NFL on Thanksgiving, and you all keep showing some love to all these videos, in particular, the Why Does Everybody Hate videos. And I promise we will keep getting those to everyone, and I promise we will get to everyone's favorite team at some point in this series. But this week, we are going to be talking about why does everyone hate the New York Yankees? Now, obviously, it seems the first part of this seems like a pretty easy answer. And part of the reason why everyone hates the Yankees, much like in our other Why Does Everyone Hate videos, is because the Yankees win. But that's not the only reason. Yes, the Yankees win a lot, and they do it well. I'm a Red Sox fan, and I'm willing to take my bias out of this and admit the Yankees win, and they do it well. They're a very well-run organization most of the time. And because not only do I love baseball, I can admit when a team is good. Now, the Yankees have won 27 world titles, and I'll show those all on the screen. I don't want to read them all off. Again, it's 27, but only winning 2 in this millennium in 2000 and 2009. Not winning in the 2010s made it just their second decade ever without winning a World Series, the only other decade being the 1980s. The Yankees have appeared in 40 World Series overall, and winning the 27 puts their winning percentage in the World Series at 67.5% when they do make it there. So it's safe to say that's one of the biggest reasons people hate the New York Yankees. However, there is more. The New York Yankees were also discovered of sign stealing throughout the 2015 and 2016 seasons. Much like the Astros and the Red Sox, the Yankees use outfield cameras to learn the sign calling of opposing pitchers and catchers. Through this, they didn't amount to any championships, though. The Yankees did it in a different way from the Astros as well, according to the letter released in early 2022 by the MLB and Rob Manfred. The MLB hid the truth of this scheme for years. The Yankees also used communication through the dugout phone, claiming that none of this was in violation of any rule or regulation, but then stated the dugout phone technically cannot be used for such communication through the MLB. Thus, the MLB fined the Yankees a mere $100,000 in 2017. And again, this differs from other cheating scandals like the Astros and the Red Sox because it's similar to how signs have always been stolen, just adding in the factor of technology. The MLB ruled that they didn't use the information in the same way the Astros did, using immediate real-time conveyance of pitch signage, so on and so forth, through hitting a trash can. It was simply just relaying to the batters and catchers when they came in, or if they did, it was by the dugout phone. The biggest issue with this isn't generally the sign stealing portion, it's the fact that at the forefront in 2016 and 2017, Manfred claimed there was no wrongdoing and the Yankees weren't punished, when in fact they were punished, and the Yankees had so much desire to hide this letter from public view for so long, it made everyone even more suspicious of the team, even though what they really did wasn't in fact that suspicious. Another reason why people hate the Yankees and the Bronx Bombers are the numerous PED accusations throughout the years. Performance-enhancing drugs, or steroids, can be tied to a lot of organizations and a lot of different players. It's when those players or teams are successful every year, year in and year out, that people begin to talk more about those in particular. To name a few players, you have Robinson Cano in his time with the Bronx, Alex Rodriguez, Roger Clemens, Andy Pettitte, Jason Giambi, Gary Sheffield, Jose Canseco, Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden are all players to have some type of accusations or confirmations of steroid use with their time with the Yankees. Now again, a lot of teams and players use steroids and PEDs to help their organizations gain traction in winning games. That doesn't make it okay. And there are plenty of players in and out of the Hall of Fame that have used PEDs. It simply comes down to the standard the Yankees try to uphold themselves to in the stories they have written for themselves, that it makes it a reason there's a hatred for this organization. Another reason most generations grew up hating the Yankees was the boss himself, George Steinbrenner. He would spend whatever money it took to win, instilled a no facial hair tradition that when players like Goose Gossage, Don Mattingly, and Thurman Munson joined the team, they were forced to be clean-shaven. He even benched Don Mattingly when he refused to shave. Steinbrenner also had a bad demeanor about him, insulting players, fans, and media, and his hands-on ownership, making in-game calls, some even nicknaming him the manager. Tie that in with winning 7 championships during his tenure, you have a fuel for hatred for this organization. The final reason that I think a lot of people don't like the Yankees for is their fan base. And this is true for any Major League sports team. Many players have said in Yankee Stadium, It's their worst nightmares, the way the fans jeer them, and the way they use colorful language and even throwing things at the players on the field. Not to mention, they're harsh on their own players. This year, Aaron Judge won the MVP. He was hot for the entire 162-game regular season, and he hit a little bit of a rough patch in the playoffs, and fans booed him at the plate. Imagine why he's considering leaving. Imagine why a player that's homegrown, like Aaron Judge, is considering going to the Giants because of the fan base in that aspect. When you win 27 championships, you have every right to brag about it. But surely there are other arguments as to why the Yankees are currently the best team in baseball instead of previously just the best team in baseball. Surely there's an intellectual argument outside of 27 rings. But then again, maybe that's all you need. There are some awesome Yankees players from the past, and there's awesome Yankees fans out there. And this video isn't to take away from the prestigious organization that is the New York Yankees. But that, my friends, is simply why everyone hates the New York Yankees. If you all enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because we will keep these videos coming, whether it be the Why Does Everyone Hate series or just in general sports documentary informational videos. Also, be sure to check out my previous documentary videos in the playlist listed at the end of this video for more sports information. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. Much love, and I will see y'all in the next one.